Welcome to day number 4. Today we're going to be aiming for a somewhat more daytime friendly but cool toned look with the Decadence palette. I've got an idea where I want to go with this and I don't think it's a look I've done before, so I'm actually really excited about it. But let's do a little bit of color cosmetics makeup first. I am going to grab for one of my favorite bronzers from Pat. This is in the shade Bronze Mahogany. Clearly a shade that is not really meant for me, but an undertone that works really well. So if I do a really good job and being very light-handed, I can definitely wear this bronzer because it is a perfect neutral toned bronzer for my skin tone. I love the undertones of this. There's a little bit of like a plumminess to this bronzer, and I think that's why it works so well as a like sort of neutral tone against my skin. This is essentially a Velvet Decade from Lisa Eldridge, but in a bronzer. Look how dark it is, but it still looks so nice on my skin tone, right? I've become a huge fan of paying more attention to like the undertones of your face products rather than the actual depth of the color. Because if I were just paying attention to the depth of the color, I would never in a million years have bought Bronze Mahogany, because it's clearly not meant for my depth of skin tone. However, the undertone is so right. I love this bronzer. I'm going to take the Nude Venus 2 blush. This is unfortunately an older limited edition release from Pat, but it is a blush that I really love, especially in the winter months, because it has that gorgeous cooler toned flip to it. Coincidentally, I'm also really enjoying my base makeup today, and I'm specifically mentioning this because lately I've been doing my base makeup pretty much the same way. It's either the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation or my Estee Lauder Double Wear, but today I dug out, because I had forgotten about it, my MAC Water Weight foundation, and I forgot how much I like this foundation. It's a very like light to medium coverage, very natural looking on the skin, and I set that with the loose powder from Pat McGrath Labs. I don't know that I would dare to use this combination on a work day. Let me grab a highlighter and I'll tell you why. Okay, let's highlight with the Future Murder Weapon, aka Pink Champagne, the limited edition highlighter from 2021. On a normal day when I have to go to work, I would not trust the combination of the MAC foundation with the loose powder from Pat McGrath, because I don't know whether they're going to hold up. And if I'm not sure that they're going to hold up, I would probably not risk it. But as it is, I'm still currently on Christmas holiday, because I'm pre-filming this series quite a bit in advance. So I'm still on my Christmas holiday. I'm not going anywhere. I've been hibernating for the past 7 days. I don't think I've really left the house much in the last 7 days, which is very unusual for me. I like to go out, but apparently I was just really in need of hibernating. Anyway, so because I'm at home and I don't mind to, you know, experiment with new combinations of face products, I am going to see how this holds up throughout the rest of the day. Not that there's that much left from the rest of the day, because it's already the late afternoon, but if it shows signs of deteriorating like in a few hours, then I know I can't really use this combination. But if it doesn't, then that's a combination I would like to keep trying. I'm going to set everything with a little bit of Fix Plus, and then we can proceed with the eye look. I'm actually really excited for the eye look, because I was thinking, oh, what am I going to do with the Decadence palette? What am I going to do? Something that is a little bit more neutral toned. And then I came up with this look and I got really excited about it. So let's see how it works out. So here is my Decadence palette. Mine comes in a beautiful limited edition gold packaging, and every time I open it, it smells like cocoa. It's so delightful. I am going to first grab a small pencil brush, and I'm going to use this beautiful dark blue navy shade here as a liner to push in my lashes. Because I don't know why, but I keep forgetting about this eyeshadow. When I use this palette, I'm always distracted by other eyeshadows, and I forget how beautiful a liner shade like this, like a color, this color specifically, these like navy blues, look against dark brown eyes. Look at that, beautiful. So I'm just pushing that here and slightly blending it upward, but I'm not taking it too far up. I don't want a blue smoky eye, I just want this to serve as a dark blue liner moment. Next I'm going to grab a somewhat fluffy blending packing type of brush. This one is one of my favorites. It is from M-Brush by Marcineshka, and I'm going to use this gorgeous taupe shade here, which is more like a satin. It's not really one of those like high shine metallic shades, but it is such a beautiful tone of taupe, and that is going to go all over my lid, blend it through the crease. I am already loving this look. Also, you could totally swap the order of how you do this. You could apply the taupe eyeshadow first and then work the liner. And sometimes I will do that as well, but a lot of the times I actually like covering the liner with the lid shade. I believe a cat is coming in. Or going out. Oh, there is a cat coming in. Hey, Lisa. Hey, sweetheart. Shall I make a bit of space for you here, baby? There you go, baby. Well, we've been joined by a Lisa, and you can't see Mona, but she's here as well. She is just on a blanket behind the bed. This shadow is very satin in nature, and I think wetting it or putting glitter glue isn't going to do much. It gives just enough shine, and honestly, for the purposes that we are going for today, I don't really think it needs to be shinier than this. I really like how it's turning out. Alright, for my lower lashes, I'm going to go into this gorgeous shade over here. This is the shade Divine Mink. I think I've done a lot of looks with Divine Mink because it is one of my favorite shades in this palette. It has the most beautiful, like, taupey tone to it with a navy blue base. Just gorgeous. And last but certainly not least, to finish off this look, I'm just going to take this silver shade here. This is the shade Sterling, one of the most blinding silvers that I have ever owned. And I'm going to work a tiny bit of that here very gently into my inner corners, because this shade turns bling really quickly and I don't really want it to be too bling. I do want it as an inner corner highlight, but I don't want it to completely overtake everything. I think the tone of this fits perfectly with the navy blue liner and the undertone of Divine Mink. And oh, I'm just really loving how this look turned out. And I'm just going to throw this as an idea. I'm not going to do it because I think it's going to turn the look a bit more bling than I wanted to. But if you wanted to add just a little bit more shine to the taupe shade here, you could add the absolute teeniest, tiniest bit of Sterling here, like on the center of your lids, and I think layering those two shades would look really pretty as well. I don't want to do that because I actually like the subtlety of the look as it is now, so I'm not going to do that. But if you wanted to, I think you could, or you know, you could dig out another one of your Mothership palettes and just do a little bit of bling with one of the Blitz Astro shades. Of course, Decadence doesn't really have any Blitz Astro shades. We're just talking about metallics and satins over here. But I want to stick to my Motherships, and I am very satisfied with this look. I don't need any extra glitter here. But if you did, or you wanted to stick to this palette but add just a little bit of something, I would add Sterling just to the center of your lids. Somehow I feel like sparkle moment is entirely unnecessary for today's look, but there is something I actually wanted to show you. So I didn't use my little black primer from Estee Lauder. So I usually use this product from Estee Lauder, which is sort of like a lash primer. I just used the tiniest bit in the roots of my lashes after I curl them. I don't know whether you can tell how much like more droopy my lashes appear today. I mean, they don't look bad or anything. I still have very nice like full lashes, but they don't have the curl that they usually have, and that's because if I don't use the little black primer, no matter how much I curl my lashes, as soon as I apply mascara, they just go floop right back to where they were before. I think they look pretty decent today because I think the mascara that I'm currently using is actually a really good one. It's the Estee Lauder one that I talked about recently, like a monthly roundup and empties video, because I had purchased it in a set together with the Estee Lauder lash serum, like lash growth serum, and I've started using this mascara and I actually really like it. It's a really good mascara. Anyway, completely besides the point. Let me zoom you out a bit so you can see the whole look in its glory. I absolutely love how the look turned out. It was exactly what I imagined, a beautiful neutral cool look with that gorgeous like navy blue liner. On my lips, I have actually mixed two lipsticks. I have the Nude Nocturne Matte Trance, which was a limited edition for Valentine's Day 2024. But I wanted to also slightly lighten the tone and make it appear a bit more cool toned. So I added a little bit of She Is Heaven over top of that. She Is Heaven is from the Lux Trans formula from Pat, which was discontinued like a million years ago. So you could do this with like literally any other lipstick, but I have, you know, Nude Nocturne, but it's not really by itself, so I wanted to mention that. Let me know what you thought about this look. I absolutely love the look that we created with the Decadence palette. This palette remains just one of my absolute favorites. I keep telling you that it's like a box of chocolates, and every time I go into it, I'm always surprised at how much I enjoy my time with it. I hope that you enjoyed this look. Let me know what you thought about it. As usual, thank you so much for watching, and we're going to see each other again tomorrow for a look with Bronze Seduction. Bye!